Hello, citizens, and welcome back. These are the player ratings for Man City 1, Liverpool 1. Make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Let's jump into it. So, first up, Ederson in goal. I thought Ederson had a great game. Yes, he let in a goal, which I haven't seen the highlights, but I did think I was right behind the shot when Alexander-Arnold took it. I could see the ball go straight in. I was right behind it. I thought Ederson could have saved it. I know there were a lot of bodies in the way, but hey, it is what it is. But I thought Ederson on the ball, fantastic. Nice and calm under pressure, nice and cool. Unlike the Liverpool goalkeeper, who we didn't put enough pressure on yesterday. But Ederson, I thought he had a good game, honestly. And so I'm going to give him a 7. Oh, no, I'm going to give him an 8, actually, because there's a lot of crosses into that box. We gave them too many corners in that second half, and he came and claimed quite a lot of them. So I'm going to give him an 8. Ahead of him, Walker on the right-hand side. I thought Walker did well. Didn't get forward enough for me. But we didn't even attack down the right-hand side enough for me either. But defensively, his pace came in handy, and you can't think of anything Jota did. You can't think of anything Diaz did. You can't really think of anything Nunes did to us, and that was because of him on that right-hand side. So I'm going to give him an 8. Centre-back, Akanji, played the Stones role. He's done it a couple of times for us, and I thought he's phenomenal, honestly. The way he covered Walker on the right-hand side, he covered Ake on the left-hand side. He'd get into the middle, he'd help Rodri overload that centre of the pitch. He was phenomenal, Akanji, yesterday. He really was good. And if you look at, like I said, the left-hand side, when Ake was put under a lot of pressure by Salah, particularly in that second half, it was Akanji coming across, not Diaz. It was Akanji coming across and helping him out in that right centre-back position. And how Akanji didn't get man of the match is absolutely disgusting for me, because he was unbelievable in that game. And the fact that Sky Sports gave it to Trent, the Premier League gave it to Salah, is honestly shocking, and shows what little they saw, or what little they watched that game, or how little they care. Because Akanji got a 6 on Sky Sports rating. A 6. What? Akanji was our best player, honestly, and I'm going to give him a 10, because he deserves that 10. Unbelievable yesterday. Diaz next to him on the left-hand side. Again, he did well. He was the one clearing the headers. He was the one stopping the crosses coming in. He was exposed a few times because of how high we pushed and when Akanji would step into midfield. But again, he did all right. So I'm going to give him a 7. Left-hand side, Ake. He was left one-on-one with Salah a lot. He kept him on the outside, didn't let him cut inside too many times. It did look a little bit desperate because of his pace. He lacks a little bit, obviously, compared to Salah. But again, he stopped Salah from doing from absolutely anything pretty much the entire game. I mean, Salah may as well have not been on the pitch yesterday. So for me, Ake deserves a lot of credit for that. Going to give him a 9, especially for effort. CDM, Rodri. I thought Rodri could have took a couple of shots when he had the chance. And again, like he did show up that midfield. And I think of the midfield 3, he was the most important one. Because Liverpool did try and tack down that middle quite a lot. And Rodri was the one that just broke that up a little bit. I thought, there were a couple of occasions where Rodri could have brought Liverpool players down as they countered, and just to stop that, take a yellow card. And he just refused to do that. I don't know if that was a Pep instruction or he just didn't want to get sent off or whatever. But particularly for when their goal came along, there was a bit in the build-up where he should have brought the man down and he didn't. But hey, hindsight, hey. So 7 for Rodri. Ahead of him, Alvarez. Is the Alvarez experiment working? Sometimes not. This is one of those games where he was pretty much a passenger, because he was there for the set pieces and nothing more. He offered very little to that game for me. And yeah, he took our corners and he took our free kicks. But other than that, I can't think of a single thing he did. It was crying out for someone like Rico Lewis this game. This is a game where he should have played Rico Lewis in that middle to just get up and down the box and work hard alongside Bernardo. And Pep didn't do it. 6 for Alvarez. Left-hand side, Bernardo was good. Bernardo was everywhere. Bernardo is everywhere. He hates Liverpool, I guess. But he was all over the pitch again. And there was a couple of occasions, just like Rodri, where he could have brought a man down on the counter-attack and probably should have done. But that being said, he didn't get forward enough. He didn't overload that left-hand side with Doku enough. Like he did against United, where he gets on the outside and he crosses the ball, and we saw none of that against Liverpool, which is disappointing for me, because we had so many opportunities to do it, and we just didn't. But that's not on Bernardo, that's on whatever Pep told them. So 7 for him. Left-hand side, outside is Doku. I get it, Doku's quick. Doku's got quick feet. Everyone wants to hype him up as this fantastic player. I see an average player that has good games and has bad games. That's what I see. I don't see a player that is going to carry us to anything special. I think with the right time, maybe. But Pep's got to use them right. I can't keep watching him try and cut inside like 15 times to the point that Liverpool were doubling and tripling up on him when he was one-on-one with Trent. And he stopped getting all that success. But we still try to use him in that second half when, like I said in the match reaction, we could have switched him with Foden, put him on the right-hand side, let him attack out there so he can put some crosses in. For me, Doku was good in the first half, ineffective in the second. Pep needed to make changes to fix that, and he didn't. So I'll give Doku an 8 because first half was decent. Right-hand side, Foden. Look, Foden didn't get a lot of the ball yesterday. He did well when he was on it, but again, just like Doku, he wasn't getting crosses into the box. He wasn't getting the opportunities that Doku was getting to run at his man. But defensively as well, Foden works hard. He did well yesterday to help out Walker, and him and Walker on the right side, they've got a good relationship. And again, if you switch Foden into the middle even for Alvarez and put Alvarez on the right-hand side for a little bit, see how that goes. Again, I thought he would have done a little bit more with the ball because we just didn't get the ball enough to Haaland yesterday. So Foden, 7 for him. And up front, Haaland. I thought Haaland was one of our better players, particularly in that first half. He was dropping deep a lot more. He's collecting the ball because we weren't giving him the ball. So he was dropping deep with it, and he was the one trying to create chances. There were times when he was outside on the left-hand side, running down the wing, no one to cross into. We just didn't put the ball into the box for him to help him out enough. Yes, they got tall players like Van Dijk and that, and they're going to try and clear the ball. But just put the ball in the box. One of them's going to fall to him. Give him a chance. Give him an opportunity. And we just didn't do it. We didn't put the ball over the top once, even though Liverpool would push up to the halfway line. There's a lot of frustrating things yesterday. He got his goal, took that really nicely. You can see how much it meant to him. But yeah, I thought Haaland was one of our better players. He just didn't see much of the ball. I'm going to give him a 9. And I'm going to rate Pep as well because I thought Pep was a disaster in that second half. No changes. Didn't switch anything up. There was no plan B. And often you'll say, Pep doesn't need a plan B. We need plan Bs in games like this. We need to make substitutions. We need to freshen things up a little bit. We can't run the plays into the ground when teams like Liverpool can bring on speedy, quick, fast, skillful players and swap half their team. And we change absolutely nothing. And yet everyone goes on at me, 2 world-class 11s. 2 world-class 11s. What? What squad? Madness. Pep for me, 5. Should have won that game. And we should have won Chelsea. And I think both results are down to him. So, yeah, 5 for him. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out. Make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.